Welcome to Body Transformation by Lee. Well, after 12 weeks, I'm down 50 pounds. Started at 376 pounds, and now I'm down to 326 pounds. How'd you do over Thanksgiving? Did you cheat, or did you eat good? Well, I ate pretty good, and I got to go to the gym a couple more times since I had a few days extra off from work. So I tried to get in there, get some of my cardio and work out a little bit. You know, basically 2 full days of working out my whole body. It was a little sore whenever I went back to work on Sunday, but that's part of it. Now, whenever you do exercise, it can be as simple as just walking. Whether that's just going outside for a stroll and walking around where you live, or if you do go to the gym, you know, getting on the treadmill or something. But I suggest, well, I'm not as young as what I used to be, and so used to, I would go really high intense and I'd run really, really hard. Well, I'm 47, about to be 48. I know I say that all the time. I'll be 48 in January. And it's still November, but I'm getting closer to my 48th birthday. And the thing about it is, when you do get older, you tend to get injured easier and in ways that you never would have got injured when you were younger. You can pull your back. Your back can go out by sneezing. You can hurt your knee by turning over in the bed. You can wake up in the morning and be sore somewhere, your ankle swollen up, and you have no idea what you did to get hurt. That's just part of it. Who knows, maybe you went to the restroom in the middle of the night and you were half asleep or mainly asleep, and hopefully you made it to the restroom and you didn't accidentally think that something else was the restroom. You know, maybe in your younger days, whenever you were doing other stuff that maybe you might not have supposed to have done, you might have done stuff like that. But let's just still talk about you're just getting older. Maybe that's it. But, so, I mean, like on the treadmill, something that I would do different now than what I used to do. Now, I try to, everybody's heard the saying, work smart, not hard. So, I cannot go with the high intensity that I used to. It would kill my knees. I'd probably hurt my ankles. So, what I do instead is, most of the gyms, whenever you got a treadmill, they'll have an incline. So I just try to put it at a high incline, whatever the high incline setting is for you. Excuse me. And then you could higher it low, a little bit at a time. Try it at 3% incline and 2.5, 3 miles an hour, whatever you want to go. But don't be at a running pace. Be at a comfortable walking pace. And you know, everybody's like, well, if I'm wanting to lose weight, do I need to be real high intensity whenever I'm doing my cardio? Well, no, not exactly. You don't have to. And you can do more cardio if you're not hurt. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying not to get hurt, and hopefully helping people that might be new to this. You know, help give them some advice, or remind people that, okay, you're not that 22-year-old that could do anything. You're a little bit older, and okay, I know you're still as strong as all those 20-year-olds in the gym is in your mind. But, you know, me, I don't have an ego. I'm doing this for me, so I get in better shape. I'm doing it for my family, so I can be around for them. So I do things like I said, an incline on the treadmill. Start it low, 3%, 5%, whatever you can go at a comfortable pace. 2.5, 3 miles an hour, somewhere in that range, maybe up to 5 miles an hour. But really nothing over that, because once you get a little bit more incline, the speed you don't really need to do. And what it'll end up doing is you will burn some calories. You'll start feeling it in different places. Depending on how you do your strides, you might feel it in your butt or your hamstrings, and probably more in your calves. It might go up to 10 or 12% incline. Who knows? Maybe your gym has one that goes to 25%. And, so you'll look like that guy on Price is Right as he's going up the mountain in that game show part that they had, But just do that, and do it 15, 20 minutes if you can to start, and then just increase your time as you can. Now, I know everybody's pressed for time, so they want to be in a hurry to do this or do that. So whenever you increase the incline, you'll burn more calories in the same amount of time than what you would have if it was just flat. And so that's an easier way to burn a little bit more calories, and it's it's what you want to do, right? Well, at least 15 or 20 minutes so you can get warmed up before you do your workout. And then your workouts, that's something that's up to you. If you need advice, you could talk to people in the gym. You could, I'm sure they got trainers there, and for like $50 an hour or something like that, they could put you through like a boot camp type deal. And everybody, I know you think $50 an hour. Well, if you don't know anything, it's better to listen to people that actually know what they're doing than just winging it. I mean, maybe you were an athlete before, and maybe a gym is something that you're comfortable with. So, hey, you don't need the help. But, I'm not sure exactly about everybody that's watching these videos, how advanced they are, or if they're a novice. And yes, you can YouTube, check out different exercises, but just make it easier. Get with people that they've been in the gym. Who knows? Maybe you have a relative or a best friend that been trying to get you into the gym, and they finally got you in the gym and you're there. So, I mean, it's when you do get older, just try to overall body exercises. You're going to hit your chest, your back, your legs, your biceps, triceps. It's just your calves. It's just all over. And like I said before, don't worry about the weights. Worry more about feeling it and the contractions. And if you're just starting out and it's been 20 years since you've been in the gym, and you might have benched 225 or 315 or 405 or whatever it was, you're not that 20-year-old again, so start off lower. It doesn't matter. If you go with just the bar and you do proper technique, you'll feel it. So your muscles don't know how much you're pressing. They only know the tension. So if you just do it, right? The old Nike slogan, just do it. Get out there and do it. And I'm hoping that this is helping a couple people out there. Everybody isn't in great shape. I'm still not in great shape, but I'm 50 pounds less than what I was. And so I got my first 50 down. I'm going to work on my next 50. And I'm just here showing people that it can be done. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And sometimes you got to believe in yourself. but it does help to have people in the background cheering you on. And so you don't want to let them down. You don't want to let yourself down. You want to just keep doing your best. And communicated with a few people here and there, and they're watching some of my videos. They're trying to do their best, and I like to encourage them. And it starts, the most important thing is eating right. Don't eat junk food. It's that simple. Don't eat crap. Don't drink carbonated drinks. People just don't understand how many empty calories are in carbonated drinks. It's just awful. I mean, you could have 1,000 calories, maybe 2,000 calories, depending on how much you drink in soft drinks every single day. And then you don't, refined sugars. That's not so great for you either. So no donuts, no danishes, no cannolis, nothing, none of that good stuff, right? No, you don't need it. And so that's CR, what's A, artificial flavors. Yeah, check out the labels and what you're eating. Artificial flavors, you don't need them. It's try to stay natural in everything you're eating. That's what I'm really trying to get across. And P, that would be processed food. Now, I have suffered from gout in the past, and one of the main reasons that I got gout was because of processed foods. And the uric acid, it would build up in my joints, and it would really, really hurt. I mean, most people get it in their toes, like their big toe. And that's happened to me. But I've actually got it in my knee before. And I didn't believe it till the doctor told me. He said, no, that's gout, and it's in your knee. And it took a while for me to get over it. But, I kept working and kept going at it, and it was very painful. But you just got to eat good. You don't eat crap. And so processed foods, and you think, well, that could be Spam, that could be potted meat, that could be hot dogs. I know everybody loves hot dogs, yeah, but they're not so great for you. And just keep it to natural. You're cooking whenever you're eating, depending on if you're a man or a woman. Yes, it is a little bit different, but somewhere between 4 to 8 ounces at the most is how much protein you need to eat at each serving. Because I don't know what you're starting at. And so what I did was I started at 8 ounces of protein, and I ate 3, maybe 4 meals in a day. And I'd always have vegetables like asparagus or broccoli or green beans, or I would have a sweet potato or rice or quinoa. And that's my go-to sides that I have. 2 or 1 of them every time I eat a meal. And I would change it up from time to time, and that would make the calories higher. Like I said, if I had 8 ounces of steak, chicken, turkey, or salmon, or another type of fish, that would be so many calories with 8 ounces. And it'd be less, it'd be half as much if you do 4 ounces. But it's a process, so I'd mix it up. Like, to start out, I knew, well, I need to lose weight. But if I'm going from eating a lot of crap to start eating good, I can't just bottom out. I can't. So I was 8 ounces of a protein, and then a handful or a cupful, however you want to measure it, of some sort of vegetable. or the rice or the quinoa, and then I would change it the next week. I might do 6 ounces or 4 ounces, 1 meal, and 6 ounces 1 meal, 4 ounces 1 meal of a protein. But then I would switch up if I would have a sweet potato, which has a little bit more calories, or rice that would have a lot more calories, and it would go from like a half a cup of rice or quinoa to down to like a third of cup or a quarter of a cup. I would change it each week on what I would do. And whenever you're doing rice, I mean, I'm not an expert cook, but I think I cook pretty good. But just an easy thing, it's 1 to 2 ratio anytime for rice or quinoa. Meaning, if you have 1 cup, you have 2 cups of water. And if you have, a half a cup, you have 2 half cups, which is 1 cup of water whenever you're cooking them. And that just keeps it easy. And, got to keep it simple. All right, if you keep it simple, you know what's going in you, and it makes things easier. So, like I always say, if you're gonna eat good, it has to be food that you enjoy. So another thing you need to do is find spices that you like and experiment a little bit. Whether it's with hamburger, turkey burgers, salmon burgers, whatever. If you want to do a burger type deal, sprinkle a little bit of I like Mrs. Dash, or there's other seasonings that you can use to add a little bit flavor to it, because if it's flavorful and you enjoy it, it won't be, oh my God, it's diet food, I can't swallow it, or whatever. Make it taste good. It's a whole heck of a lot easier to lose weight if instead of, oh God, I got to put more of that in me, it's like, oh great, okay, now I can eat my salmon or whatever, and I enjoy it and I like it. I wish I could eat more, but I know I have to limit myself. And as I said in the other sessions, other episodes, I do intermittent fasting, which isn't that hard to do. It's just basically I stop eating by 6 p.m. That's just the time that you might have a different time for you, but I said 6 p.m. for me. And then that way, it's only a couple hours before I go to bed, and then I'll sleep my 8 hours or so, and then I get up, and somewhere between 12 hours, so I'll eat at 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., maybe 10 a.m. So different days I do it different, and it's how my body feels. If I'm not hungry and I'm busy working, I might go until 10 a.m. So that'd be 16-hour fast. So that means from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. I can get my 3 or 4 meals in. Now, food is the most important thing, but you can add supplements in there. So a protein shake or something, if you're in a hurry or a need, or you just don't have food around. If you've got protein powder, it's real simple. Just mix it and put it in a shaker cup, shake it up. Be sure to rinse those out, because if you don't rinse them out good and clean them good, they will stink. And everybody that is worked out at the gym is came upon oh God, that I forgot about that shaker cup. And that's the only bad thing about protein powders, is if you forget to clean. But that's one thing, try to clean, keep everything as clean as you can. But a protein shake after you work out, or maybe as a meal replacement if needed, if you can't get food, or if you run out of food, but I try to always keep some sort of food around. If not a protein shake, a little can of tuna. That's simple. Just something simple. And it doesn't cost an arm and a leg to have. You know, it's not too expensive. Protein powders, you might look at it and say, oh man, that's so expensive. But really and truly, it's less than a Starbucks cup of coffee. And for me, I have to get something that's high quality. So I mean, I like Species Nutrition. I like their protein. It's a high quality whey isolate. And my body's changed. Whenever I was younger, I wasn't even thinking, but apparently I'm lactose intolerant now because I can't eat ice cream anymore, which, hey, that's a good thing, I guess. Well, it isn't that I can't eat. I can eat it, but there will be consequences, and they're not so great. I'd be going to the bathroom more than I should, and I'd be farting more than I should. And it's just part of it. And so then I stay away from cheese because it has the same type. And I don't really drink milk, which is so weird because I use a whey protein, right? But it's completely different. You know, as much as possible, Species Nutrition takes out the lactose in theirs. And I've never had gas at all from using it. And that's the difference. You can spend less money, but you'll get a product that, if you are lactose intolerant, and most people that are my age or older, the older you get, the more sensitive your body is toward lactose. And even if when you were a kid, you could just eat a whole carton of ice cream and drink a whole gallon of milk, well, not anymore. It isn't as pleasant whenever you get older, and that's just part of it. Things change when you get older. I sure do appreciate everybody that is watching me. Hopefully you're learning something from me, and I'm learning stuff from people, you know, out in the internet and at the gym and all kinds of stuff. I had no idea that anybody might even pay attention to me. But, you know, people see the hard work I'm putting in, that I'm losing weight. They know I'm not skinny. They know I'm not exactly where I am, but they also know I'm not where I was. And 50 pounds is a good number, a good start. And that's my first 50, and now I'm working on my next 50. I sure do appreciate everybody that watches my videos. Be sure to like, subscribe, share them. Share my videos. I post it on Facebook and stuff. So if you're a Facebook friend of mine, and if maybe I might say something that maybe you think might help somebody, or just help me out, how about that? Share it. And sharing is caring, right? And I'll probably do another video later on this week, a little bit different. I really enjoy bodybuilding and the sport of bodybuilding and the competitors in it. So I might be, yeah, that's it. I'm going to be talking about some bodybuilding. So it'll be another episode, but it'll be a little bit different. I guess I'll be talking about the upcoming Olympia that's in 3 weeks now. We're going to have the Olympia. So have a great day. This has been Body Transformation by Lee.